Hey guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. I'm Steve, and I've got Bobby D back with me. Welcome
Yes,
back,
sir.
Bobby.
How are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for the Thanksgiving time. We talked about what we were thankful for.
Yep.
And now we're getting into the Christmas season.
Yes. Favorite time of the year.
How are we feeling?
Excited.
You getting all the gifts early this year, Bobby?
I hope so. Maybe.
I think this is our second Christmas with you being the main model on this channel, and very happy to have you. And obviously the hair is looking great as usual. And, this is our second Christmas, our second holiday season. So kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Come a long way, Steve.
Come a long way. So we want to talk tonight about guarantees. The word guarantee, which is kind of a interesting word to say the least, especially with different things and purchases, let's say, like, flat screen TVs, homes, automobiles, big investments, pools, a little stressful, hair transplants. So Bobby, again, you being amazing, and thank you again for always being that great model. Let's talk about your surgeon, Dr. Dan McGrath Medical in Austin, Texas, because that's who did both of your procedures. Mm-hmm. Procedures spread out a course of about 2.5 years, correct?
Yeah.
3 years. So did anybody, and I was involved in that.
Yes, you were, yeah.
Did anyone guarantee you anything? What do you recall? I know it's a lot of information.
I know, it's a while back, Steve. Rewind. I remember specifically just texting you because I remember the first couple of months after my first procedure, I really wasn't seeing any hair growth, but you guaranteed me, hey, it's going to come, just give it some time. And it did, thankfully, about 6 months. And you said it would look natural. And
right.
Yeah, I think I'd say that looks natural.
Got a good memory.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guarantees. I mean, I'm obviously one of the industry people out there that, and this channel, trying to just give you good content. And Bobby's an actual patient that I had helped get through his 2 procedures, and obviously very proud of the results. And he was told that the hair will be guaranteed to grow. Now, what exactly does that mean? Let's talk about that. So if you look at Bobby's hairline, which I'm super jealous of, okay, and can imagine, like, let's either take my pinky or a thumb and just kind of plant it right on the side of his head. And he's got literally like a spot that looks like an alopecia areata spot, which is really bad stuff, and nothing grew. I mean, that hair transplant surgeon better fix that. Yeah. There must be something going on. I mean, I have no idea how that can happen. Maybe someone dropped the grafts in some chemicals or something.
Yes.
But I mean, if you think about it, when the donor hair is taken out of the back, if this is done properly and every single graft is dissected properly and trimmed under a microscope and prepared for when the doctor gets done making the recipient sites, that's the artistry in the front of the angle and direction in 3-dimensional space. When those grafts are placed, usually there's a technician on one side, a technician on the other. If you have crown work, it'll be a technician in the back. And it's like threading a needle. So if you have 2,500 grafts done, we're looking at threading 2,500 needles. When the doctor makes the site, I should have been better prepared with a pen, but when a doctor makes a site, if you could picture a pen cap on the top and then the actual pen, if the pen cap is here and it's positioned in your scalp, the only way that the pen can go in is this way. It can't go in from over here. Mm-hmm. So the doctor is the artist is the one that's responsible for the angle and direction of how the hair is going to grow based on that experience that doctor has. And this is what he does every day. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a bad example, but the dentist put in a crown, right? Could he put it in upside down? I don't think so, right? It can only go in one way. It's kind of molded. Same kind of concept. So it's highly unlikely that if you choose the right doctor, a qualified clinic, that a lot of the hair is not going to grow, or that thumb or pinky spot. Now, when they use the word guarantee, and I too have heard Dr. McGrath guarantee his work, if that were to happen, he is going to take care of that without really knowing why it happened, I think, because I don't think it's ever happened, and fill in that spot at no additional fee to make sure that patient's happy. That's guaranteeing that all the hair is going to grow. The naturalness look, or the way that the hairs float, is all artistry. And this is very interesting, and I never name any names, never name any clinics, but doctors or clinics or foreign countries that really don't have experience, in my opinion, what this industry is kind of leaning toward from an unprofessional segment of it, just a subset, just like a low price, discount, cheap hair transplant, is just covering up a bald guy's head, but having really no artistry or skill set in the actual hairline and how those hairs are going to be angled and directed. Now, what's the point? If those hairs are placed wrong based on the doctor's mistake in creating that site, which is a fancy word for hole, then that hairline's not going to look like that. He's going to have hairs in all different directions, and he's going to have things that are growing out of here and over here. And Bobby would have had a heart attack already and wouldn't have been here, right? Yeah. So the guarantee of the natural hairline, which, by the way, I'm going to throw this in, it's asymmetrical. The face is not symmetrical, so the hairline is going to be unsymmetrical. A lot of guys have problems with that because they want a perfectly straight hairline, or they wonder why one side is higher than the other. It's not the hairline, it's your face. And that all blends in, once it's all grown in, to make you look like you have a very natural hairline. So keep this in mind, that the word guarantee, we take very seriously. Bobby understood it, takes very seriously. And I hope this helps you in your decision in choosing a really good clinic, really good doctor. Don't forget to like and subscribe.